Emotions are controlling your life. Every decision, every action, every outcome is determined by how you feel in the moment. But what if you could take control of your emotions? What if you could master your feelings and transform your life? In the next hour, you'll learn the exact strategies to do just that. Welcome to the Power of Emotional Mastery. Chapter 1. Break free from emotional slavery you're living on autopilot. You're being controlled by your emotions. You're a slave to your feelings. But it's time to break free. You think you're in control, but your emotions are running the show. You're reacting to every stimulus, every trigger. You're a puppet on strings, and your emotions are pulling the marionette. But you have a choice. You can choose to take control. You can choose to be the master of your emotions, not the slave. You need to understand how emotions work. You need to understand that they're just feelings, and feelings can be changed. You need to understand that you're not your emotions. You are the observer. You are the one watching your emotions, not the other way around. You are the one who can choose how to react, how to respond. When you let your emotions... Chapter 2. The Power of Mental Toughness. You're facing challenges. You're facing obstacles. You're facing setbacks. But you know what? You're not alone. Everyone faces challenges. Everyone faces obstacles. Everyone faces setbacks. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is mental toughness. It's the ability to persevere. It's the ability to push through. It's the ability to overcome. Mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's something you develop. It's something you build. It's something you strengthen. You develop mental toughness by facing your fears. You develop mental toughness by pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. You develop mental toughness by persevering through challenges. When you have mental toughness, you're unstoppable. You're unbeatable. You're unbreakable, that you're not held back by fear or doubt. You're not intimidated by challenges or obstacles. You're not deterred by setbacks or failures, that you're driven by your vision. You're fueled by your passion. You're powered by your determination. You know that you're capable. You know that you're strong. You know that you're worthy. Mental toughness is not about being invincible. It's about being resilient. It's about being adaptable. It's about being resourceful. You have the power to develop mental toughness. You have the power to overcome any obstacle. You have the power to achieve your goals. What are you waiting for? Start building your mental toughness today. Start facing your fears. Start pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. You got this. You have the power to achieve your goals. You have the power to succeed, that you've learned the power of mental toughness. Now, let's talk about the importance of self-discipline. Chapter 3. The Power of Self-Discipline. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of self-discipline. We'll discuss how to develop it, how to maintain it, and how to use it to achieve your goals. Chapter 3. The Power of Self-Discipline. You want to achieve your goals. You want to succeed. But there's one thing holding you back. Lack of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's the key to unlocking your potential. It's the foundation of success. Without self-discipline, you're just wishful thinking. You're just hoping for the best. You're just waiting for luck to strike. But with self-discipline, you're unstoppable. You're focused. You're driven. You're committed. Self-discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up every day, no matter what. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. You need to develop self-discipline. You need to build habits that support your goals. You need to create a routine that works for you. When you have self-discipline, you're in control. You're the boss of your life. You're the one making the decisions. You're the one taking action. You don't need motivation to get started. You don't need inspiration to keep going. You just need self-discipline. Self-discipline is a muscle that can be developed. It can be strengthened. It can be honed. You have the power to develop self-discipline. You have the power to achieve your goals. You have the power to succeed. What are you waiting for? Start building your self-discipline today. Start taking control of your life. Start achieving your goals, that you've learned the power of self-discipline. Now, let's talk about the importance of focus. Chapter 4. The Power of Focus. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of focus. We'll discuss how to develop it, how to maintain it, and how to use it to achieve your goals. Chapter 4. The power of focus. You read distracted. You're scattered. You're all over the place. You're trying to do too many things at once, and you're not getting anything done. Focus is a key to unlocking your potential. Focus is the key to achieving your goals. Focus is a key to making progress. When you're focused, you're unstoppable. You're like a laser beam, cutting through obstacles and distractions. You're like a ship sailing through calm waters, straight to your destination. But focus is not something you either have or you don't. It's something you can develop. It's something you can strengthen. You need to eliminate distractions. You need to minimize interruptions. You need to create an environment that supports focus. You need to set clear goals. You need to prioritize your tasks. You need to break down big tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. When you're focused, you're more productive. You're more efficient. You're more effective. You're not multitasking. You're not switching between tasks. You're focusing on one task at a time. You're in the zone. You're in the flow. You're in the moment. Focus is a muscle that can be developed. It can be strengthened. It can be honed. You have the power to focus. You have the power to achieve your goals. You have the power to make progress. So, what are you waiting for? Start focusing today. Start eliminating distractions. Start making progress. You've learned the power of focus. Now, let's talk about the importance of resilience. Chapter 5. The power of resilience. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of resilience. We'll discuss how to develop it, how to maintain it, and how to use it to overcome obstacles. Chapter 5. The power of resilience. You're going to face setbacks. You're going to face failures. You're going to face obstacles. But you know what? That's okay. That's normal. That's part of the journey. Resilience is the ability to bounce back. It's the ability to absorb the shocks and the setbacks. It's the ability to keep going no matter what. When you're resilient, you're not easily discouraged. You're not easily defeated. You're not easily broken. You're like a tree that's been battered by the wind. You're like a river that's been dammed up. You're like a phoenix that's risen from the ashes. You're strong. You're adaptable. You're resourceful. You know that setbacks are opportunities for growth. You know that failures are stepping stones to success. You know that obstacles are challenges to be overcome. When you're resilient, you're not giving up. You're not throwing in the towel. You're not admitting defeat, that you're getting back up. You're dusting yourself off. You're trying again. You're learning from your mistakes. You're growing from your experiences. You're becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You have the power to develop resilience. You have the power to bounce back. You have the power to overcome. So, don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. You've got this. You've got the strength. You've got the resilience. That you've learned the power of resilience. Now, let's talk about the importance of self-awareness. Chapter 6. The power of self-awareness. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of self-awareness. We'll discuss how to develop it, how to maintain it, and how to use it to improve your life. Chapter 6. The power of self-awareness. You don't know what you don't know. You're living on autopilot. You're going through the motions. But self-awareness is a key to unlocking your true potential. Self-awareness is the ability to see yourself clearly. It's the ability to understand your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. It's the ability to recognize your strengths and your weaknesses. When you're self-aware, you're able to make better decisions. You're able to avoid pitfalls. You're able to capitalize on opportunities. You're not reactive. You're proactive. You're in control. You're the driver of your own life. Self-awareness is not about being perfect. It's about being aware. It's about being honest with yourself. It's about being willing to learn and grow. You need to take time to reflect. You need to tune in to your thoughts and your feelings. You need to pay attention to your actions and their consequences. When you're self-aware, you're able to identify areas for improvement. You're able to work on your weaknesses. You're able to build on your strengths. You're more confident. You're more self-assured. You're more authentic. You have the power to develop self-awareness. You have the power to unlock your true potential. You have the power to live a more intentional, more purposeful life. So, take the time to reflect. Take the time to tune in. Take the time to understand yourself. That you've learned the power of self-awareness. Now, Let's talk about the importance of taking action. Chapter 7. The power of taking action in this chapter. We'll explore the importance of taking action. We'll discuss how to overcome procrastination, how to build momentum, and how to achieve your goals. Chapter 7. The power of taking action. You know what to do. You've got the knowledge. You've got the skills. But there's one thing holding you back: lack of action. Taking action is the key to achieving your goals. It's the key to making progress. It's the key to success. You can't just think about it. You can't just talk about it. You need to take action. Procrastination is the enemy of progress. Fear is the enemy of success. Excuses are the enemy of achievement. You need to take the first step. You need to take the next step. You need to keep moving forward. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Just take action. That you'll never be 100% ready. You'll never be 100% sure. But you can take action despite the uncertainty. Taking action builds momentum. Taking action builds confidence. Taking action builds success. That you're not going to get it right every time. You're going to make mistakes. But that's okay. That's part of the process. The key is to take action. The key is to keep moving forward. The key is to learn from your mistakes and keep going. You have the power to take action. You have the power to achieve your goals. You have the power to succeed. So, what are you waiting for? Take action today. Take the first step. Take control of your life. You've learned the power of taking action. Now, let's talk about the importance of perseverance. Chapter 8. The power of perseverance in this chapter. We'll explore the importance of perseverance. We'll discuss how to overcome obstacles, how to stay motivated, and how to achieve your goals despite setbacks. Chapter 8. The power of perseverance. You read, going to face obstacles. You're going to face setbacks. You're going to face challenges. But perseverance is what sets successful people apart from those who give up. Perseverance is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about staying committed to your goals, no matter what. When you're persevering, you're not easily deterred. You're not easily discouraged. You're not easily defeated. You're like a river that's flowing through the mountains. You're like a tree that's rooted deep in the earth. You're like a phoenix that's risen from the ashes. That you're strong. You're resilient. You're determined. You know that every setback is an opportunity to learn. You know that every failure is a stepping stone to success. You know that every obstacle is a chance to grow. When you're persevering, you're not giving up. You're not throwing in the towel. You're not admitting defeat. That you're pushing forward. You're pushing through. You're pushing past the pain. That you're driven by your vision. You're fueled by your passion. You're powered by your determination. You have the power to persevere. You have the power to overcome. You have the power to achieve your goals. So, don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. You've got this. You've got the strength. You've got the perseverance. That you've learned the power of perseverance. Now, let's talk about the importance of staying motivated. Chapter 9. The power of staying motivated in this chapter. We'll explore the importance of staying motivated. We'll discuss how to find your why, how to create a positive environment, and how to stay driven despite setbacks. Chapter 9. The power of staying motivated. You need motivation to achieve your goals. You need motivation to stay on track. You need motivation to keep pushing forward. But motivation is not something that always comes naturally. Sometimes you feel like giving up. Sometimes you feel like quitting. But you can't let those feelings dictate your actions. You need to find your why. You need to connect with your purpose. You need to remember why you're working toward your goals in the first place. When you're connected to your why, you're more motivated. You're more driven. You're more focused. You also need to create a positive environment. You need to surround yourself with people who support you. You need to eliminate negative influences that drain your energy. You need to celebrate your wins. You need to acknowledge your progress. You need to reward yourself for your hard work. When you're motivated, you're unstoppable. You're like a freight train that's barreling down the tracks. You're like a rocket ship that's blasting off into space. That you're driven by your passion. You're fueled by your excitement. You're powered by your motivation. You have the power to stay motivated. You have the power to achieve your goals. You have the power to succeed. So, find your why. Create a positive environment. Celebrate your wins. Stay motivated. You've learned the power of staying motivated. Now, let's talk about the importance of living with purpose. Chapter 10. The power of living with purpose. In this final chapter, we'll explore the importance of living with purpose. We'll discuss how to discover your purpose, how to align your actions with your purpose, and how to live a life that's truly meaningful. Chapter 10. The power of living with purpose. You're living on purpose when you're living in alignment with your values, your passions, and your goals. You're living on purpose when you're doing what truly matters to you. Living with purpose gives your life meaning. It gives you direction. It gives you focus. When you're living with purpose, you're more intentional. You're more deliberate. You're more focused on what truly matters. You're not just going through the motions. You're not just living on autopilot. You're living with intention. You're living with purpose. You need to discover your purpose. You need to explore your values and your passions. You need to identify what truly matters to you. When you're living with purpose, you're more fulfilled. You're more satisfied. You're more at peace that you're living a life that's truly yours. You're living a life that's authentic. You're living a life that's meaningful. You have the power to live with purpose. You have the power to create a life that's truly meaningful. You have the power to make a difference. So, discover your purpose. Align your actions with your purpose. Live with intention. Live with purpose. You've reached the end of this audiobook, but this is just the beginning of your journey. You've learned the power of emotional control, mental toughness, and quiet discipline. You've learned how to develop a strong mindset, how to stay motivated, and how to live with purpose. Now it's time to take action. It's time to apply what you've learned. It's time to create the life you truly desire, that you've got this. You've got the power. You've got the potential. Go out there and crush your goals. Go out there and live the life you've always wanted.